Welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Ken Ackerman, and we're at the Civic Center in downtown Hillsboro. So glad you're with us here on Comcast Newsmakers. You know, Washington County right here is the economic engine of the state. How did their success story begin? Well, we asked Pamela Treece. She is now in her 4th month as Director of Westside Economic Alliance, but you're no newcomer to this part of the country.
No, not to this part of the country or to economic development. So I've been around for a while.
Tell me a little bit about your background.
Well, actually I was a health and PE teacher to start out, but through a lot of changes, worked for Pacific Corps and Pacific Power in areas like economic development, and left there and ran a regional group called Regional Partners that merged with Greater Portland, Inc. And then this opportunity came up and I raised my hand.
So why this area? Why the Silicon Forest? Why Hillsboro as opposed to anywhere else other than the Silicon Valley?
Why would the development occur here, or why would I go here?
No, not you. I know why you'd come here. There's quite a bit.
Why not?
Sure. But why did this become such a gathering place for high-tech companies?
Well, I think that there's obviously a lot of reasons why that happened, but I think first and foremost, you have to have the leadership in the area to make it happen. You have to have the vision. You have to have people who have the energy and the strength to make changes, to make things happen. And I think it's fair to say that Washington County has had a long history of that. The other thing that Washington County has done very well is that they have elected leaders who work really well with the business groups.
So that's the key.
That's one key. They have economic development staff, not only in the county as a whole, but in individual cities that know their business, know how to recruit companies, know how to retain the companies, and keep them where they are.
Now look, other county officials are watching this right now. You've got to have the land, and you have to have the land ready with an infrastructure.
That's right. That's right. You absolutely have to do that. So to get to that point, you have to do a lot of work. You have to work with groups like Metro. You have to work within your community organizations to make sure that everybody sees the value of bringing those jobs, bringing those companies, and expanding the existing companies. Without those jobs and without those companies, being a state that's dependent upon income tax, we would be in a lot worse shape than we are today.
And you say Hillsboro has had a tradition of a strong economic development staff, and that is another key.
Their staff here in Hillsboro has worked very, very well with their elected leaders and with the state of Oregon when it comes to the recruitment processes. They also, I think, as a whole region, we as economic developers think regionally. A win for the region is really a win for all of us. If a job lands in Washington County, that's great, but if it lands in Portland, that means that Washington County residents also have the opportunity to get a new job there as well.
A lot of counties are jealous. You know
I think
that.
that's fair.
You know that.
I think it's fair.
So, right now, you've got to tell them the other side of the coin here. What are the challenges that the West Side here challenges in the near future?
Well, I think the challenges on the West Side are the same that they are for everybody else. It's a global economy. We're no longer looking, down into California or, into the southwest of the country. We're looking globally. We're talking to companies all over the world. So your competition becomes global as well, whether it's upstate New York, whether it's Austin, Texas, whatever it might be. It's a big competitive arena.
All right, class is over for today. We will have another session with you hopefully in the near future. Pamela Treece, thank you very much for joining us. We wish you the best on the Westside Economic Alliance. And thank you for joining us on Comcast Newsmakers. For the crew, I'm Ken Ackerman. Make it a great day.